Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, we had to time your skin up. They're too long. Let's keep it longer, babe. Look at the little feet. Like, look at them. Yeah, stop. Yeah. Where are you going? Come in there, stay here. Dump me out. Go down. Okay, I'll put it down. I'll put it down. If there's big. Did you tell Dad you saw the phone? It says zombie. Zombie. Goats. And they would go fast, fast, too bad. Good land. Can you pick them up? Can you pick it? Get back this way. Well, why not? Laker, come here. Laker, come. Get set, go. Ready? Set. You win. Get set, go. You can't get back. You can get it. Come on, go, 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 go. Beaver. No, this way. Under. Here, go, 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 go. All right, now stand up. Now stand up. Good job. My turn. All right. All right. So she'll just like, be able to start probably. Yeah, and then the other day, my friend was, she was doing this. She was laying on the ground like this. She was saying, no, no. Yeah, she was just laying on the ground. Is that hard? You got breath? Ball. I did my slave. Yeah. Yeah. Go back in there. Let's go to mom. Yeah, I need to brush your teeth. Okay, you want to come look in here? So what? But,
Hmm. Hmm.
You have a system. You have help. These Texas me are really funny guys. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. Watching, I guess the Cowboys lose. I don't know.
Likely, possibly here, yeah.
All right, I'm ready. I'm gonna hit R.
Hard up. Juventus in 3 days.
Oh, oh, oh,
Goodness.
oh, oh.
Can I ask you about a player?
Sure.
There's a guy, his name is Dylan Wilton. It looks like he was one of your former players. you sold him for like 10 million.
Mhm.
I look at his stats. I just kind of saw him randomly, and I saw his stats. I was like, oh my god, like 20 dribbling and 20 jumping. Well, what were your thoughts when you had him there?
Let me find them real quick.
Because I don't know, it seems kind of like it's just a weird player.
Yeah, he never really
Did anything?
played for me.
Yeah.
He was part of the organization, but he never really played for me. Looking at him, uh, yes, I remember him now. He always was on my He was either loaned out,
Mm.
I think 1 year to Brackley, and then he was on my young man's team.
Uh huh.
Um, so yeah, I never really got to see him much. Um, I probably let him go due to low first touch
Mm.
and low pace. 14's not low though.
He might have gone a little higher since you sold him, but not
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, looks like a good player
It's kind of weird
overall.
because I think because he's in the Greek league there, which is not an awful league, but what is the Greeks league level there? Competition reputation. Greece is 12th, so not
Yeah,
a 3.5 star league. Um, but he's doing okay. He's not like I look at his stats and I'm like this guy could be setting the world on fire.
mm,
Um, but he's got 16 games. Actually, overall, 25 games, 11 goals. So I
not
guess
bad.
not awful, but I don't know. Just still weird. I didn't really know what to say about him. I'm kind of getting into a position where, budget-wise, I'm gonna need to like kind of do a sale thing again, then like I did the first season with like a lot of the older players that make a lot of money,
Mhm.
and I can't bring in like I have to sell higher and bring in people that are lower, um, to kind of make that work. So he was like someone that kind of popped up like, oh, I mean, he could be really good, maybe, but he wouldn't be that expensive. But I don't know. I can't really miss either.
Right.
So it's like Fabio Guerrero wasn't. I mean, he was number one next gen. It's like, all right, yeah, pay 40 million for him. Thank me later, kind of thing.
Hmm.
But he was. I mean, he's number one next gen. He's about as sure of a thing as you're gonna get.
Right.
So it's kind of like, well, that guy. We haven't seen that guy on next gen. And looking at his stats, he probably should have been on next gen at some point there. But I don't know. We'll see what happens later. I'm not obviously doing anything yet, but gosh, man, I had Zach Moss on my bench today in fantasy.
Did he do well?
Yeah, he got like 30 points.
Ooh.
Story of my season so far, man. Just lose by a point, or I should have won if I would have started the guy that scored 30 on my bench, like Montgomery last week, and then I haven't even checked the score recently,
It's, yeah.
but you
I
you you got the resurgent Bengals going for you today.
Yeah, and finally Jamar Chase and Calvin Ridley. Chris Olave had a touchdown. Jalen Waddle had a touchdown.
Yeah,
Finally, these receivers that I really reached for are hitting, and so I'm happy about it. I
yeah.
hope it continues so I can wave my finger in the face of those that like. I made some trade offers this week that were just extremely generous to the other teams
Mm,
because I really wanted a running back.
mm-hmm.
I offered Jamar Chase for Joe Mixon
Whew.
and was declined.
Oh God.
And that guy's got to feel like a bonobo.
Yeah. Well, he is a bonobo. He feels like it or not. He can feel like it now. But he's a bonobo
Yeah.
for sure. That's
Like, even some other ones that I just had out there that were really, like, I don't know, fair trades.
yeah.
People declined on, and I'm just like, okay, I get it. Like, you're looking at the body of work so far from a guy like, Calvin Ridley, and you're thinking this guy's not any good.
Right.
Um, but you gotta understand that, like, at some point he's gotta regress back to the mean. And when I do okay, so I wanted Devon A chain,
Mhm.
right? So rest of season on Fantasy Pros, he's running back 20.
Mhm.
I offered any of my three besides Jamar Chase for him. So Chris Olave rest of season rank 11, Waddle
Right.
15, Ridley 17. These dudes on this listing are
Right.
like
Better.
better, and that's a pretty decent offer by me. Um, and it just kind of got laughed off. I offered a similar deal for Aaron Jones. It got laughed off. I offered a similar deal for Jahmyr Gibbs, who's been a bust. It got
Right.
declined. Brian Robinson, the Washington running back, it got declined. I offered any of those three for freaking Breece Hall, which is very generous. And of course, he pops off today.
Right. Yeah. That's funny.
So, that person gets to look like a genius right
Played
now,
against
but
the Broncos, so everybody pops off against them.
X.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to get a running back, um, but one of my receivers, I thought pretty fair, and it just kind of got just pushed off to the side. Now, after all four of those guys had a relatively decent week, with Olave being the outlier, he only had 2 catches. One of them was a touchdown. I'm still concerned about that situation,
Yeah.
but the rest of that group, like, yeah, the price just goes up.
That's a good look. That's good.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see here. 0-0. 15 minutes in. But Juventus is driving. Do you have a game right now?
Nope.
Are you? No?
Surprisingly.
Oh yeah, I think Europa League. Can we clear the ball? Oh my God, mission score. Okay, probably better if you want to watch. Yeah, because I'm gonna lose to Kittle and Bits here, probably by 10, and I just switch out Miles Sanders for Moss, and I beat him by 20. It's kind of the same thing last week. Barnacles. If I just played Montgomery, I would have won by 20. That's how it is. And I looked at the rankings, weekly rankings. Miles Sanders is 20 points better than Zach Moss. I looked at ESPN. I looked at Fantasy Pros.
Yeah, and I think that has a lot to do with the unknown of Jonathan Taylor's
Right.
return.
For sure. Yeah. And also, I mean, Tennessee isn't an awful run defense, but we're today, even with Richardson going out early. That's the issue with him, right? Is you just got to be worried about that's already he had a concussion, and now he had a shoulder injury today. He's running around out there. He's not like Stroud where he's mostly in the pocket. He'll kind of scramble if he needs to.
Yep.
So you got to worry about hey, long term is this guy just going to be on the injury table too often?
Yeah, and I made an offer for him as well. I offered Trevor Lawrence for him straight up, and I got declined, which I thought was, I guess in the rankings, Lawrence was lower. So I guess he's a smart guy to not go for that. But now, I mean, I don't know. He's already been concussed.
Yeah.
Now he got a shoulder injury.
Yep.
definitely would have been a risk when you forced it. So, I don't know. I guess that's one of the things that aggravates me on this is like I'm making a lot of trade offers that I believe are legitimately fair,
Right.
and several that are unfavorable for me, and people are still not accepting them. I'm like, all right, look, that's actually a really bad trade offer for me and really good for you, and you're still saying no. What do I even
Right.
do at this point?
Yeah. Yeah. Basically, they just want to keep the team they drafted and
Yeah, I
just
mean, I
hope that
get
they
it,
win, I
but
guess.
like, this
Yeah.
isn't real life where you have like a connection to the player, and if you know,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just
For sure.
weird.
For sure. I agree. Yeah. I look like a dummy on the Burrow trade today, but who knows? You know, who knows
Who
what
knows,
happens
right?
there?
But and the thing is like you're gonna have like everybody's gonna have to hold the bag on trades down the road, unless they completely stay even, and you don't make them for the like you don't make an analysis on a trade in the aftermath. I think you just say, okay, well, in the moment it made sense.
Right. Yeah. For sure. Yeah, I'm not mad about it. For sure. Yeah. Once again, it's one of those things. Yeah, like Arizona. People look pretty good against Arizona.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Broncos. People look good against the Broncos. And people look good against the Commanders. Justin Fields looks like a god against the Commanders. It's like, is he who he is, or is it the Commanders? So, but I mean, I still think it's a good trade for you, though. I just
Yeah.
wanted some more. And it's also something I was getting frustrated with. I felt like I wanted a more consistent performer, which Lawrence probably maybe gets you 10, 15, 17 in there more often, where Burrow is kind of like, well, he got me 3, and then he gets me 25, and then he got me 3 again, and
Yeah.
he
And
kind
and
of
I think too, the argument there on that is that not just the consistency, but Lawrence isn't hurt.
right, he's not hurt.
He doesn't have the lingering, like potentially going to miss some games issue that Joe Burrow still has even after today.
Yeah,
So
I would agree. I would agree. But yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, I think I messed up though because I think it's interesting that like for me, I'm doing the best in the league that I played in last year, the one league I played in last year, and I kind of like saw how everybody drafted. After that, I had an auto draft at that time, so I didn't actually do it, but like I kind of saw like, man, these guys love quarterbacks, and they had it to where there was like you had a quarterback spot and then like a flex spot that could include a quarterback, and then everybody just had 2 quarterbacks. Like they could have had a running back or a wide receiver, but they just went ahead and had 2 quarterbacks in that spot.
yeah,
And so so going into this draft, I was like, I really need to make sure I have 2 high quality quarterbacks, you know, so that I can not be, because I just felt last year I was like I picked up Geno Smith, I picked up Justin Fields last year, we were okay at certain spots, but like other people have Trevor Lawrence and Jalen Hurts and Josh Allen and a lot of just firepower there.
yeah.
And this
I
year I drafted Jalen Hurts and Trevor Lawrence, and I've been doing pretty good. I got one guy that was obviously Hurts has been really good, and Lawrence has been fine, and can't complain. And in the other league, it's like a 12-person league with 2 quarterbacks, and I just kind of like how we did, I guess I looked at it too much like the league we're in, where it's just 1 quarterback, but like that league too, they just like hoard the quarterbacks. Like people have like 3, 4 quarterbacks on their team, and I just basically drafted like Daniel Jones, and then I didn't even realize that all of them are gone, and I'm like, oh, I guess I'll take Bryce Young as my second quarterback, and he's been trash, and Daniel Jones has been trash. So I've kind of like just have no quarterback, and like my other guys are okay, but I have Barkley, and Barkley's been hurt. He's played two games out of 5, and so I feel like that's been kind of. I just feel like I've been lucky in our league. Like I feel like my team's fine, but just can't have 30 points on the bench every week and expect to win. That's how it goes.
Yeah, my strategy. I kind of talked to you about this a little bit going into it, and I didn't do it in our league, and I'm kicking myself in the ding ding. But one of my strategies, or my go-to strategy, has typically been to draft two quarterbacks late. Instead of trying to get a stud early, just draft two quarterbacks late with the hopes that one of them will pop off, right? And so it's just like the percentage play,
Right.
Because when you just say, okay, I'm going to draft Joe Burrow in the 4th round,
right.
You're just stuck with Joe Burrow in the 4th round, and you probably didn't get anybody else.
Yep.
So my go-to strategy was going to be, and I kind of talked to you about this a little bit before draft, go like Tua and Kirk Cousins back-to-back rounds. I would have been way better off doing that instead of going Trevor Lawrence because Tua's been one of the best quarterbacks, and so
is Kirk,
yeah, they both have, and so I'd be sitting pretty. And so that was kind of what I was thinking of doing, but I just kind of fell in love with Trevor Lawrence for no real good reason.
I mean, he's a good player. He can't be like he sucks. He doesn't suck.
Right. But he's not.
Right, he's not
Been
Jalen
as
Hurts.
productive, obviously, and I did it on what merit. Like he wasn't really overwhelmingly productive last year, so it's not like he was a top 10 fantasy guy. I think he finished 8 or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's like what did I get him based on?
Right. Just have a quarterback.
Some podcast guys saying to get him like.
Yeah. That's a good point.
I definitely, thinking back on it, was not the best move of mine to just go against my typical strategy of waiting.
Yeah. So. Yeah, and I feel like I did that too much on the other draft, where it's like, well, if you got two quarterbacks, you gotta, because they're just not gonna be anybody. Like I don't even have anybody that I could even like try to pick up. Like they're literally all the starters are on someone's roster. So it's like I picked up Zach Wilson for this week. I'm like, well, I guess. And then of course Daniel Jones did nothing, so I feel like I'm just kind of screwed in that league. But even for that, like I tried to offer, like I offered Justin Jefferson for Joe Burrow. The guy's like, no. Mm-hmm. I'm like, that was last week before Joe Burrow even did anything. I'm like, really? It's not.
Wait, you offered your Justin Jefferson for his Joe Burrow?
And he's like, nah, it's not
enough. And he
declined
it?
It's not enough. Yeah. Right. And he's like, but I'll give you Jordan Love. I'm like, what?
Are you dumb for Justin? I mean, right. What?
So, I feel your pain. This is not a good trade for me, but I literally have no quarterback. And even that's just kind of like a desperation one. I'm kind of happy it didn't go through, but it's kind of one of those things. Like, people just don't. That can't be. Oh my gosh. Final free kick here. 30 seconds left for Juventus. Ref. Thank you. Well, 1-0 at Juventus.
Leg one.
We'll take it. Probably should have. XG was in their favor, 1.35 to 0.86. But I had 5 shots on target. They had 3. I guess one of them. But there was one chance where I had a goal line clearance that didn't get scored on, thankfully. But what the hell's happening in New England, Bill? 34-0 at home.
Yeah.
Is it just over for Bill here? Or what's going on?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how short and long that dude's leash is. I'm hoping that he just goes out on his terms at this point.
Yeah.
because it's just not pretty to see this from a guy that, yeah,
Right. It's been one of the best ever. Going out like this, it's ugly.
yeah,
I mean, the Saints. Yeah, that's not like that's like the Saints of the 49ers or something. Like the Saints have been kind of not that great, really.
right,
And they come to New England. They're a dome team. They come to New England and win 34-0. Like
yeah, not
that's crazy.
not pretty.
But yeah, it's like you said, it's kind of one of those things. Does he just have such a long leash that it doesn't even matter? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm rubber staff, it's got to be pretty long. Like, dudes have brought me a lot of hardware,
Yeah.
so I would keep it pretty long, even if you got to pay the 10-year irrelevancy tax. But I would also like sit down with Bill and just say, like, look, let's have a real talk here.
Yeah.
Like, is this really what you want the rest of your ride to look like?
Yep.
I don't think it is. So let's just find a way to like give you your farewell tour. Like, pull Kobe, say I'm retiring at the end of the year.
Yep. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird, man. I mean, I think a lot of it too. Like, at least one of the guys I heard complaining about is like, well, he has like 3 family members on staff. It's like, why are they like your son, like, and your nephew? Like, I mean,
It's odd.
that's not a good sign. You should be having the best coaches. You know, yeah, I don't know. It's been weird. I don't know how last year he had like a defensive coordinator calling his plays. I don't know how this year. It's just been weird.
Yeah, concerning.
Let's see there. West Brom.
Who did I play in my lineup? I think my B team. Yeah, next up's A team against Leonardo Bruno and Leicester.
Ah, there you go. Let's see. And Sean goes to West Ham. Yeah, he's at 30 points though. He should. Kind of crazy if Villa goes down. Middlesbrough
Yeah,
with one of the third worst goal difference, only up by a point, would probably you would think would eventually come to fruition there for them. But we'll see. Nice Severinos. Well, good luck. Good luck. I'm going rotation here. Yeah, for me, I mean, realistically, I have to try to do something in the FA Cup and the Champions League. Still stay relevant, obviously, in the league, but I think you're on a historic tract here, which is great. You think the key's just been having a little more defense on the players there, or what are your thoughts like on the? Oh, Lamb. What are your thoughts on the improvement there?
Yeah, I mean, I just took off a striker. So instead of running a double striker, I'm single striker, putting more emphasis on the defensive side, and I have enough, like, offense still that I'm scoring goals, but I'm just not giving up goals. That's the biggest difference. Is I was looking earlier before you got on at some like the team detailed stats, and defensively, I've just been one of the best teams in the league. You've been the best team defensively in the league, but I've been like third, which is unheard of for NK Dons.
Yeah, that's a big improvement from where you usually are at. Yeah, you just have a couple of games this season where Man City would come in, just put 5 up, or Man United would come in, put 4 or 5.
Yeah, and I had that one game recently where I lost 5-1. With the XG, they had like 1.2, so it was just such a fluky thing. But there was some games last year where straight up City had over 4 XG.
Right, and scored 5 times. Yeah. Because from the outside looking in, that seems a lot more 1-0s, less 3-2s. It's a good adjustment. I think I just underestimated how big of a difference playing 3 center backs versus 2 would be, and how I should create my team, what kind of players I should look for.
Yeah.
And I think I kind of paid the price. I mean, I'm still second, so it's a disaster, but I won the Champions League group and hopefully in a good position at home to get to the finals. Last year I didn't really hardly have any games like that Bristol City where guy gets, one shot on target and I just can't score. That wasn't really as much of an issue. So it's just kind of different profile of players. Scouting wise, not necessarily the center backs. I feel like I found pretty decent center backs, but as far as like the midfielders, and like before I was looking for like kind of like a lot of like attacking midfielders. Like you don't really have a lot of like necessarily work rate or strength or tackling. They're just kind of more finesse. And now the guys, they kind of have to be running more like the wing backs, where you're just running all game. And it's a slightly different profile of training and stuff like that. So. kind of looking at it like, cause like I said, I kind of probably have to sell somebody, and Liberty Bell will kind of go for like 80, 75, 80 million pretty easily.
Each.
But he's like he's a homegrown player, which is important more for like Champions League. You have to have at least like 4 homegrown, like as far as like home club grown players. Otherwise, you start losing subs. And I only have like 5 right now, so and some of those you can count like as like under 21s. You just register one of them, and that counts for it. I don't think you'll have any trouble with that. But
You think that can be his? What are those toothbrushes?
Toothbrushes? No shot.
No shot?
There's no shot at convenience store with
Well,
toothbrushes.
we always have like a little section.
Basically. Very toothbrushes.
What?
I'll go get it. You can Red Bull over there.
A Red Bull?
There's one over there.
Oh, freaking out of that. I'm not going to check.
Okay. I still want Red Bull, but I do want heathen cream versus one.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I just he seems like too good of a player to go
Right.
anything.
I agree. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, if someone's offering 80 million that quickly, then maybe you should be thinking about like, what are you selling here?
Right.
Yeah, I think he's already scored 2 goals this game. So. And yeah, part of me is just like, I don't know. I mean, I'll sell Lukaku at the end of the year. But maybe I don't have to do too much. I'm just kind of really not much I need to do. Adjustment wise. Definitely excited for next year, though. I'm excited for this year too, obviously. Next year, both of us being in the Champions League, and that'll be a fun experience.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, we do not meet early on. '49ers the real deal, though, Bill?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't see why not. Like, they don't. I think Purdy's good enough.
Yep.
I still don't know if he's like an Alex Smith type player that's just good enough, or if he's like going to be a superstar in this league.
Right.
It's hard to tell because he's been fortunate to have a good crew around him. But yeah.
Yeah, football is just tough because just health matters so much.
Yep.
Like, not to put the curse on him, but obviously if McCaffrey gets hurt, it's a different team. It's just kind of unreal. 14 straight games with touchdowns. Have you had times like that where you had like you put the guy in who who's like just a higher weekly ranking, and the guy on your bench just pops off.
Yeah, all the time. It's just like it's just part of it. Again, it's like if you just in the moment you make the decision, you make the decision that makes best. You just have to live with the answers. It's like if the rest of the year Trevor Lawrence just pops off and Joe Burrow's injured,
Right.
I just have to be like, well, at the time I made that deal, I thought it was the right deal, so whatever, it's fine. Like if I make decisions based on hindsight, then I'll never make a decision. And so that's kind of how I would treat it.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you went Miles Sanders, who's been pretty consistently productive over a guy who quite possibly could have gotten 5 carries because they could have just gone full heavy JT.
Right.
Like you have to be okay with that. Yeah, it sucks that you ended up being wrong on it, but you didn't know you were going to be wrong.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's just my thought.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah, I do think something I'll try not to do next year, not just because it didn't work out, but like I drafted a Saquon in 2 leagues, my first pick.
Mm-hmm.
And I think in general it might be better to just kind of diversify and be like, I mean, not like I'm, oh my God, I love Saquon. And I was like, so high on him that, he's had a high ranking. He's the third best running back on Fantasy Pros there. So,
Yeah.
but I think in general, it just seems like it's just not, you're putting all your eggs in a basket.
Yeah, but it's 2 different leagues though, so
You don't think it's a big deal?
I do the opposite.
You go with
I
the same guy.
Yeah, a lot of if you look at my lineups in a lot of leagues, it's the same team.
Gotcha.
And the reason for that is because I don't have enough time for this to be my full-time job, so it's easier for me just to like really familiarize myself
Fair.
with like those players that I really like. And did it put me in a position where I over put too much stock in a guy like Calvin Ridley whenever I probably could have gotten Keenan Allen with that pick, and he was way better of a pick? Sure. But I didn't even spend much time looking into Keenan Allen because I just thought that Calvin Ridley's upside was better. And so,
Yeah.
I don't know that a lot. Like I have Chris Olave on every one of my leagues because I just feel like where he was being drafted was much lower than where I feel like his value is. And so I just felt good about it. But yeah, I don't know. In general, I tend to have very similar looking teams.
Perspective.
What happened with Bristol City? They got 3-0 by West Ham.
Yeah, West Ham's good again. They're fourth.
Dude, George freaking Kittle.
What the Cowboys doing?
Oh,
Losing. Because
losing.
they're a loser.
They're getting beat down by a better team again for the second straight year. Worse than last time. How are you, Bear?
Good. Sam was like, "Oh, I'll go to sleep early tonight. I'm a little tired." And then she's like, "Let's watch a movie." It's like,
Ha!
what part of I thought we were not going to sleep early. All right. Oh, we have game day. Game day.
Well,
Yeah,
had
game
game
day
day.
just came in with.
Had it. How was the Juventus one?
1-0, thankfully. Whew.
Oh wow,
Escaped
good.
with a 1-0. XG I lost 1.3 to like 0.85. But we'll take it.
Damn, West Ham bet me over the barrel.
Yeah, they are good. They're not top 4 for no reason.
Jesus, yeah. I didn't even get any XG at all. Shit. God damn. Damn. We'll get it back. We'll get it back, guys.
Get them next time.
Next time.
Alright, so who do we have up next?
I have Brighton. 5th place Brighton. At Brighton, actually. Wow.
We got Newcastle.
Hmm.
I did murder Leicester 6-2.
Oh, nice. Poor Bruno. Yeah, I'm sure he's counting his money. He'll be fine.
Oh, Jefferson's one-armed. I forgot.
He's gonna turn to the Black Knight, man. He's gonna be biting
I'm
people's
about to
legs
go to
off.
bed. I'm about to go to bed.
George Kittle with the 49ers record of touchdowns in a game. He's killing the Cowboys.
Wait, how many does he have?
I
3?
guess 3, yeah. It has to be 3.
Vernon Davis had 3, right? Back in 2007?
Yeah, I guess he ties it. Yeah, he ties him.
Was that game?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was in Houston. We were up 21-0 at that time. And then Vernon Davis had 3 second half touchdowns. That
Yeah.
was, I think Alex Smith was the quarterback of that team. They had Frank Gore. Before we knew who Frank Gore was, they had Michael Crabtree.
Mm. Red Raiders.
That's right.
Speaking of Red Raiders, how about the UT there, unfortunately?
Crazy, right? Really
Eh,
had a chance to be them.
yep. Too many mistakes. Hoover's interception. I don't know. It's just something like it's just like that's what I was talking to my dad about. Like you have to like kind of build like a winning culture in order for this stuff to kind of go out. And I mean, and just in general, I mean, you look back and OU has beaten UT They played the last 10 times. UU's probably won like 7 or 8 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like UT hasn't won the Big 12 since 2009. Like that's
Yeah.
I was in college, and I've been out of college for a while.
Oh, Dak Prescott throws
Oh, there
a.
he is. The arm punt. Oh God, Dak.
The quarterback not even trying. What? Are
What?
you serious? I threw a pick? What the heck?
No way. Not again.
He just wants to rest his offense. He's just buying time. He's just buying time.
Like that, the arm punt. It's good.
I mean, it wasn't even close. The receiver couldn't even have caught it. Okay, it's looking better. Alright, my team's coming back. Alright, good.
Come back. Come back, Bear. You see the Texans game, Bill?
Yeah.
Man. I'm happy we scored at least.
Uh,
We scored that touchdown at the end.
yeah, and yeah, it definitely that was, I think, the best defense we played.
Right. They have a good defense.
I don't know about all year, but because the Ravens' defense is really good. So,
Yeah.
but it was a really good secondary. Um,
And we cannot
I think
run the damn ball.
I know it got
To save
better
our
in the fourth
lives.
quarter,
Yeah.
but yeah, we can't run the ball.
Can't have CJ do everything. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, we just gotta. It's just tough when you like. It was just runs. It's just tough when you get in the red zone. It's like, well, we know they can't really run, so
Mhm.
let's play the pass. And yeah,
Yep.
like you said, in the fourth quarter, finally they're tired and we're starting to get some, and then we score the touchdown finally. But it's like,
I'll tell you what.
hmm.
If Desmond Ritter's going to play like that, then Atlanta's a better team than us.
Yeah, he did play well.
He played insane. That was the best game
Yeah.
he's played. That was his first 300-yard game. He didn't have any, like, he just played phenomenally.
Right.
And they have two, maybe three top tier
Right. Skill players.
guys in the secondary. They've got, I don't know, man, where Bijan is on the running back show right now, but he's,
He's not low.
I don't know. I don't know. Besides Christian McCaffrey, I don't know who I want more than I want Bijan Robinson.
Yeah.
And so if that's the version of Desmond Ridder you get with the defense that the Falcons have, they're probably better than us.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with that result,
Yep.
especially in their building.
Right.
Now, I don't believe that you're going to get that version of Desmond Ridder
On the
every week
road. On the road, and
or nearly as often as we're going to get that version of CJ Stroud.
yeah. Yeah.
Anything happen in the job market? Let's see. Not yet. Man using still insecure. It's good. Good news for me.
There you go. I still think you're gonna have to make a jump to the mid tier before you get to the top tier. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Manu is like not even top tier right now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm saying, well, like as top tier as far as like club reputation goes, not like
Uh,
necessarily their league form.
Yeah.
well,
Like club reputation of Chelsea is 4.5 stars. Tottenham is also 4.5 stars. West Ham is 4 stars. What is like Newcastle? I bet they're 4 stars too. Yeah, Newcastle's 4 stars. I think you probably have to go to the 4 star range. Yeah, Wolves is like 3.5 star. What is Burnley? 4 star.
lovely.
My God.
That was a good gig. Take me back.
Take me back. It was a good gig. Oh God.
They're just chewing them up.
Outclassed. Outclassed.
All right, I'm gonna get Celtic in the second round
Mm.
knockout.
All right. All right. Usually one of the better Scottish Premier League play teams. Usually the winner. Them are Rangers. Yeah, I just for Purdy, he just doesn't make horrible mistakes. Like Jimmy G just has that in him. He's just gonna throw a pass and like there's just no reason that guy's covered. There's no reason you should throw that pass.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just gonna do it and he's done it his whole career and he's never gonna be able to stop. And Purdy just I mean so far he hasn't like consistently been like, whoa, that was what are we looking at there, buddy?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like you said, a lot of that's the offense. But Jimmy G was in that offense too. He still found a way to throw
Yep.
some terrible like, well, what are you looking at, man?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's obviously a big part of it. So yeah, I think I'm a believer in him as far as it goes for this season and all that.
I for the most part believe in the people who are rubbing shoulders with these guys every day,
Mm-hmm.
and for him to be in the same quarterback room as the other quarterbacks that are on that roster, going into the season, they're like, oh, who's going to be the quarterback this year for the 49ers?
Yeah.
You know, are they going to be Trey Lance? Are they going to come back after that big draft pick they put on him? Is Sam Darnold going to maybe pursue that? Make a pressure in training camp for that, or is it just going to be Brock Purdy that has played 4 games with him, Mr. Irrelevant?
Yep.
And when it was like just really super early on in camp that they came out, and they're like, no, it's just Brock Purdy, guys. That's just Brock Purdy. Like that's our guy. All right, well, this team went to the Super Bowl last year. I think this coaching staff's really good. If this is what they say it is, that's what they say. It's what it is.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. We have the Carabao Cup final, Bill. Is that
against Newcastle,
very nice? Good luck. Good
and
luck.
I'm very boldly running out a B team.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Do you have the Europa League match on Wednesday, or what do you have Wednesday?
Let me see. I have FA Cup 5th round
Hmm.
on Wednesday. No. That's in a full week, isn't it? No, it's on Wednesday.
I have one
It's
on
on Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yeah.
But this is a Saturday game, right? We all have
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We going?
Was this a touchdown? Is it a touchdown? No.
I think not.
Yeah, I guess Jefferson can stay on the bench for now.
Yeah, it's a tough injury, man.
JK's coming in.
JK.
Alright. Jefferson, of course, is playing. One-arm Jefferson. I think I have a chance in this game. If I get
Who
a
are you
win
playing?
here, I think it'll be pretty big. Right? Everton.
Everton. Yeah.
They're ninth, you know. Big team, but if I get a win here, pretty much keeps me up. A little early to say, but
I mean, yeah. I think you need 5 more points. You need 2 more wins, or a win and 2 draws. And I think you'll be there. How are we not wearing our yellow uniforms for this game? That's kind of crazy.
where's the opening here?
Everett's one of them with the keeper posterizes it. Yikes.
Oh, that's a penalty. That's in the box.
I didn't see how it happened, but apparently Pittsburgh won today against the Ravens.
I saw that.
Like, I don't know what the hell to think of the Ravens or Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's 3-2. Somehow, even though Texas curb stomped them a week ago. I don't know.
Tom Conlon.
Tom Conlon. Tom Conlon.
I love watching the Cowboys get exposed.
Yeah. They are not them. I also love it when there's another stadium like 49ers is like, yeah, there's not going to be like 60% Cowboys fans here. It's just going to be 49ers.
Yep.
I know y'all are hot stuff everywhere else, but not here. This goalie from Brighton has been awful so far. Although somehow he has a 7.0 rating. I don't know how, but
You know, so
Oh, 2-0 halftime.
Nice, nice. On your way, on your way.
Of course, he sinks the free kick from outside the box. Of course, Messi here.
Yep, no question.
Beerman, how are you? Free kick taking 11. Okay.
Oh, that's such good soccer. Such good soccer.
3-0? Or what?
If it holds, yeah.
Very nice.
And it holds because it's such good soccer. Penalty in the box. The other one was not awarded.
He's trashing him. Fire.
Where do they from? Oh, so.
Yeah, I can't. I did not think that Lukaku. I mean, I guess I should have. Hindsight 2020, I would have sold Lukaku last year.
No, you won the Premier League.
Right, but I'm paying for past
That's,
performance right now.
yeah, I mean, what's the value of a Premier League title?
Well, pretty high. High enough to have him play again this year. But yeah, this will be it.
I think also with him. Oh, the Cowboys. With him, I would definitely put an asterisk on it because he currently has the highest XG in all of the Premier League.
So maybe it's just
So,
last year he was outperforming his XG, and this year he's kind of returned back to the.
no. This year he's way under. Like,
Yeah.
he's like 8 goals under XG.
Yeah.
So I think he's playing better than the stats screen says he is.
Yeah. And that's the thing about striker. Did the ball go in the net or not? And last year, yeah, maybe his XG was probably worse, but gosh, he was scoring a ton. 44 goals. And yeah, this whatever reason this year, it's just the chances are there. It's just not going in. Yeah, 40 games, 23 goals. Last year, he had 32
Oh,
games and
buddy.
38 goals. So yes. Oh my
Is
gosh.
he take? Is this another one? I mean, it wasn't even. They weren't were gonna score anyway. I didn't realize it'd be defense is like
Nobody touched them.
Yep.
let the offense go
Untouched.
back out there. We're done.
Yeah.
Uh, oh man, just the
What is going to
dejected
stop this team
faces.
from winning the Super Bowl?
And only
Injury.
injuries. Just injuries. That's
Three
it.
three
The
quarterback
Eagles,
injury.
maybe?
I don't even know. They don't look as good as last year, really. I think this team, if they play this team, I think they get beat. This team is relentless.
Well, the best two teams in the NFL and the NFC.
Well, yeah, that's definitely a possibility.
Eagles and Niners.
Both undefeated, right? I don't think the Eagles have lost yet,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, they're undefeated.
Well, some
Ugly.
Cowboys fans in my chat's like, oh, it's a block in the back.
Hey, thank you very much.
Oh, he almost got there, I bear.
Oh,
He almost got to Everton. Tried to claw
yeah,
it
I was
back.
coming back.
Yeah.
I put a lot of aggressive tactic in there just to, but giving up 3 goals is
It's tough, yeah.
suck. My team sucks. All right, even Bursik. Come on, Bursik. Tough.
A big win for MKD.
They're off that champion.
Their first Carabao Cup championship. I guess maybe that's your first like Premier League trophy, right?
Yep. Well, I won that FA Cup last year.
Oh, FA Cup. Never mind. Yeah, I was like, I remember there's something else. Yeah, second Premier League trophy. It's first Carabao Cup. Congratulations.
5th round
Thank
is
you.
ahead of 4th round, right? Next one would be 6th round.
Correct.
So if my goal was 4th round and I'm in the 5th round, that means I've made my goal.
Correct.
Good.
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 Next up, Charlton.
Charlton.
Oh, man. The way I have my rotation, it's going to be
Ugly
my
for
A team
Charlton.
against Charlton. I'm gonna have to find a way to roll out my B team here.
Right, give the B team some extra work.
Ooh.
Save the A team for the rest of the Premier League and the rest of the Europa League.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Mercy roll it, man. There's still 14 minutes to play.
Literally. Literally, dude.
Um. Why does like Premier League and like soccer teams, excuse me,
Eh,
have like you can like buy contracts, but in NFL you can't necessarily just buy a player.
Got the
Why
cap.
is it?
Got a cap.
Oh.
Salary cap league.
Oh.
Also, Premier League and just your world soccer in general kind of operates like on a world basis. It's not like an insulated league. So like Portuguese team, not that they would, but a Portuguese team could technically come in and just like offer $100 million for a Premier League guy, and the English team would take the Premier League's money or the Portuguese team's money, and
Right. We need to see that. We need a CFL to make an offer for somebody
that's right.
in the NFL.
No, I think I know they lost to Arizona. I think, but I mean, you kind of think you can excuse the Arizona loss now.
Yep.
Like that's just who they are. Let's not make excuses for this team that's down
Well,
32.
the thing is their offense is so weak,
Yeah,
and they've been able to be good because their defense is like
pretty
set
good.
them up for success with short fields and letting them get. I mean, they've had defensive touchdown in every game, and so their offense gets to have a pretty positive game script where they can play pretty conservative.
Yep.
And that's made them look a lot better than they are. In a game like this, where they're in a negative game script, having to play from behind, what we're seeing is a little concerning.
Yep, I would agree.
So if your defense doesn't give you a couple turnovers and a defensive touchdown, and you have to rely on Dak Prescott to score more than 10 points, I don't know. Oh, there's my boy Dak. There's my boy Dak.
He made another
Jeez, another pick,
another
dude.
showing. Another showing.
See, like, yeah, Brock Purdy just doesn't have that in his locker. He just doesn't do that. It just doesn't happen. And that's just part of who Dak Prescott. That is who Dak Prescott is. He's done that for as long as I've seen him. Just stares the
Do it,
guy
please.
down,
Come on.
throws it directly to him. Thank you very much.
Oh my gosh, man. You just threw it right at him. What a loser.
Yeah.
Them to win.
Them to win. Them to win. Who y'all have? You have someone, Bear? Oh yeah, you do.
I
Fulham.
have FA Cup. Yeah.
Hey. All right. All right, Bear. Fulham is 8th in the championship. Ouch. I think they can still make the playoffs, but MK Don's gonna put poor Charlton to the sword. I have a match against Leicester, which I would like to win. If we could here, that'd be nice.
We're in the B team out there. Back to back games.
Yeah, give him some work. Huh? Give him some work.
That's right.
Well, good luck, boys.
Yep. Same.
Them to win.
Zip to win. Zip to win. Zip to win.
Oh, I love it.
What, Parsons not doing
I
anything?
just, yeah, I I don't mind him either. Like, not a big fan of him,
Yeah.
but obviously he's world class. But just the way that the 49ers are playing against him. A player of that speed, you can't go straight up to him. Like, you can't square up and expect to be able to keep up with his speed. He'll just go around you, you know?
Mm,
But they're pulling players to hit him from the side because he is undersized, right?
right.
So if you can
That's right. He does
hit
kind of
him,
confuse me a little bit that he's just so
They
small.
brought in
but
they
because
brought in
teams,
Dart.
Yeah.
yeah, no, because teams are asking their left tackle to come
One
off
on
the
one.
snap,
Yeah.
backpedaling, keep up with a guy that runs a 4.3,
Yeah.
and he's just like he's not powering through them. He's just going around them.
Yep.
He's playing like a running back would. He's just like juke, 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 and goes through. Um, but the times that he struggled is what the 49ers are doing, where instead of letting that tackle go to him, the tackle's targeting the nose guard or nose tackle, defensive interior guy. And then Parkin's like, oh, I'm all by myself at the quarterback. And then the guard comes over and blindsides him. And since he's so light, he just lays him out.
Right.
And it's just like, I don't know why teams are still trying to do that with him. Like, same with TJ Watt. Why are teams like trying to ask a 360-pound guard to stand one-on-one against a guy that can just run around him?
Yeah.
Why do they keep on showing this injury, but they won't show like other injuries? What? Maybe they're watching slow motion 4 or 5 times.
Tell him, Barry. Tell him.
Well, penalty shootout. What happened? Hold on a second. Hold on. Penalties. I went to penalties, and I won in penalties. I won in penalties.
There he is. That's classic Bear right there. Classic
Mhm.
Bear.
Penalties, penalties. I love penalties.
It's so bad for the NFL though, because like you, as the NFL, you're like, okay, we want like, we want not just one amazing team. We want a few teams that people can come in, tune in, be excited about, and it's like, well, that ain't Dallas.
Yeah.
People will watch anyway, but but I mean, you can't really, with a straight face, say like, hey man, this is one of the best teams in the NFL. You don't lose by 30, 32 points if you're one of the best
So
teams in the
far,
NFL.
Yeah.
since there's 32 points so far, so
That's true. Still a quarter to go. You give up 42 points and not even in 3 quarters of play. Trey Lance coming back. God. I don't see it, man. It's not going to happen for him.
is he gonna come out?
He should.
Is he
Why doesn't
gonna?
he play him? Play him.
Yeah.
Play him.
I mean, have you seen enough?
I mean, at
Have
least
you seen
for
enough?
this game, play him. Give him
Yeah.
some snaps. Just oh no, they're gonna play fucking Cooper Rush. Oh my God.
The Red Rocket, baby.
Oh god.
Unbelievable. Yeah, all the Cowboys fans in my other little chat are like, "No, we don't want to see Cooper Rush." Like, well,
You don't want to see Dak either.
yeah, I just don't see it with. I think the I mean, obviously the Niners made a terrible trade for trading up, hindsight 2020 for Lance, but um, getting a fourth rounder back, not awful
Yeah.
for a guy who, yeah, I mean Purdy's as young, so it's like, well, he's gonna be our guy, so we
Yeah.
get a positional player there, rotation guy.
Yeah, I think it was the right thing for the 49ers to do. Of course, they got something in return, but also it's just like there's no reason to hold this guy hostage. Like,
Mm-hmm.
he wants to try and become a starter on a team. He hasn't really gotten an opportunity to do that. So, like, let him go and try to do that somewhere. Like, Sam Darnold, on the other hand, he got the chance to lead a team,
Right.
and he proved he couldn't do it. And now the rest of his career is just going to be a backup quarterback. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I think he's okay with that. He's got to be. I mean,
Put him on the
Oh,
I,
one
I don't,
too.
I don't know if he's, I don't know if he's got to be, but he should be
yeah.
because
Right. He should be.
he should be able to look in the mirror and realize. By the way, we all dodge each other in that draw.
Oh, thank goodness.
Crazy.
Who do y'all have?
Uh,
I got West Ham.
I got Arsenal.
Bear.
Tottenham.
Bear got
Tottenham.
Tottenham, and then Liverpool got Brighton.
Wow.
Uh,
Well, if we all win, then two of us will play against each other.
Yep. Give me Bristol City.
No, give me Bristol City. I need some freaking revenge, man. I need some freaking revenge. Ah.
Y'all can all have a piece. Y'all can all get it.
Get a piece. You want a taste? The Robins.
Mm-hmm.
You know that Starbucks. Did you see that Starbucks commercial just now?
Oh no, what was it?
It was just a regular Starbucks commercial. It triggers me though because it's a girl opening her Starbucks app, and it's like she's gonna get a caramel macchiato, but she has enough rewards to get one for free, so she uses her rewards. So she gets a second caramel macchiato, and then she goes to class and gives the second one to her friend. So it's just like, whatever, right? Well, what bothers me about that commercial is when she hands her friend the second caramel macchiato, it's very obvious that it's an empty cup. Because you can tell, like, when the other girl grabs it, it's an empty cup. Like, it doesn't have any weight to it. You know what I mean? And
That's a
she
good
just,
point.
like, takes the cup or whatever. And I'm
That's
just
a good
like,
point.
guys, put a little bit more effort. Just put some water in there. Put something so that
That's a good point.
us as the viewer can show that there's some,
Realism.
inertia there. There's some weight to that cup. Instead, it's like an empty cup, guys.
Yeah. Let me tilt it halfway to the left because I know it's not
That's
going
what
to
she did.
spill. Yeah.
That's
I saw
when she grabbed it. It was like a 17-degree tilt. It's like you can't do that. There's that. That's a full cup of coffee.
it.
You're gonna spill it. It's gonna be hot. Be careful. Oh wait, no, it's empty.
That's funny. And Bear going back home to Burnley.
Mm-hmm.
13th versus 17th. A big game here in the standings near, the bottom mid table. What are your thoughts going into this game, Bear?
We want to win. They got us on the first leg. We really gotta show them that we belong in the Premier League. I'm not just a championship coach. Oh, a safety too.
He got out. He got out.
Yeah. I would challenge it.
Challenge it.
Um,
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, that would make me so happy.
Yeah.
yeah, I just want to hopefully get a win here. Get my starters in. Jefferson's tired from what? Skipped last game.
Yeah, the broken arm, Bear.
Get over it. Do we play this one?
Mm-hmm.
Saturday.
Saturday. Saturday. Saturday. Saturday. Saturday. Saturday. Saturday. Saturday.
All right.
Taking them in. Lacks familiarity. I played this damn
Same system all the
formation the entire season. if you have a team mentality, get stuck in, but then you make the person don't tackle harder, what do they actually do?
My
Explode.
theory. What, say again?
They just explode.
My
Uh,
theory is that the get stuck in is a bigger dial. Like if you think about it like a dial that you're turning, like clicking one over the other, I would say get
uh,
stuck in is worth 2 clicks, and then turning it back would be worth like half a click,
or
or
like
maybe
fine
a
tuning.
click. Yeah, that's at least
Uh,
from what I've
what?
read
I like
and
your
learned
theory.
about is like, yeah, like if you have get stuck in on and you have tackle harder, then you've turned like the knob like 4 clicks. If you have it get stuck in and ease off tackles is like 1.5, but I do think like some things have more of an effect on the dial than others. So I do think like get stuck in or stay on feet is a pretty powerful one. I think the pressing intensity, the trigger there is a pretty powerful one. I'm not sure how big like ease off tackles or tackle harder is. I don't think it's as big of a I think going from positive to attacking or from positive to balanced or whatever is a pretty big click, like 2 clicks worth. So yeah, I think if you're trying to like, because it's all about managing it. You don't want you want to kind of lean back a little bit, but you don't want to just like take the pedal off. And now there's like that's what I did. I peeled back too much. I was playing against West Brom. I was up 4-0, and I peeled back too much. And I feel like I did this a lot when we first started playing. I'd peel back too much, and then like, oh my gosh, they just scored twice on me in like 10-15 minutes. And I'm like, wait, why did that happen? I'm supposed to play more defensive. And it's like, if you change the way your team plays too much, like the game punishes you for it, I feel like.
so far, Bristol City is in a good position until now. No.
It must be pretty weird for Dan Quinn, where Dan Quinn was the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons, and Shanahan was the offensive coordinator. And that season that they lost 28-3 lead to the Patriots in the Super Bowl. And now Shanahan's coach of probably the best team in the league, and Dan Quinn's the defensive coordinator for a team that just was losing by 32. And Dan Quinn's obviously older than Shanahan, so it's just there's a lot of dynamics going on there.
Yeah. I do think Dan Quinn's good, though.
Yeah. I don't think he's bad. But he's kind of like, he's kind of on the edge there. Like it's kind of like, do you really want him as your head coach? Is he great
Not
for
really.
defensive coordinator? Yes.
Right.
So it's tough. Well, snooze fest here, 0-0 in the rain. Chelsea here.
What the hell was that offense? Will you do that offense now that I'm gone?
How dare they?
Cancelary. I miss Cancelary.
Cancelary to speed. Speedmeister. Also, what's hurt me this year is like people I loaned in last year produced pretty well for me, and the people I loaned in this year have been absolute crap. One guy I loaned in, I think, from Manchester United, like some 20-year-old guy's stats look really good, and he hasn't scored a goal. And it's just sometimes the stats look a certain way, and you're like, oh my god, this guy should be amazing, and then they play, and it's just not happening. Oh no, what happened to Bell? Injured, but feels he can play on. Don't have to, man. You can just take a break. Yeah, John Lynch is interesting. There's not really a reason that he should be a great general manager, but here he is.
I like him.
Yeah, I think he's been excellent. But like you said, it's not like he had like a front office, experience or anything. He's just a player. But yeah, obviously he's done a very good job, notwithstanding the Trey Lance debacle. Yeah, and you have to wonder if San Francisco, like looking from the outside in, like, God, did y'all get lucky that your 7th round pick turned into potentially a franchise guy, a quarterback? Which is like, I mean, how often does that happen?
Mm-hmm.
Like that is. There's a world where San Francisco's just kind of stuck with that Jimmy G range where, yeah, they got everything else you need, but just because the quarterback position is never there, they never actually do anything. And they still might not, who knows? But obviously they're in a better spot now.
God, I just scored 0 goals and I shot them. While they scored a goal.
God bless you, Joey B. God bless you. Oh my God! Don't give them that penalty. Do not give them a penalty like this.
Still
It's a
0-0
chippy
over
game.
there, Bert?
It's 1-1. About to be. As Joey B puts on his against Chelsea impression. Cancelleri about to get a second goal on me. Joey B goes the right way, but cannot. Stop it. No subs out there. It's up to them.
So like what I found, kind of asking you, what your point there, Bear. What I'll find that I end up doing most of the time is that like I have all my players on tackle harder, but my team instruction doesn't have them. It doesn't have anything for tackling. Like it doesn't have stay on feet or get stuck in. And so I'll just turn it. I'll keep them on tackle harder, but I'll turn it to stay on feet. And I feel like that's given me a better balance between, okay, they're not like flying in there to slide tackling all the time, but they're also like not doing anything. Do we escape with the win? do? Oof, 1-0, barely. What happened for you, Bear?
Down 3-1. Gonna berate my entire team, see what happens.
Always goes well.
Go to the locker room.
Probably there hasn't been more officiating controversies tonight.
NFL, you mean?
In this game,
Oh, in this
particularly.
game.
They have a woman on the crew.
Lost 3-2 again? Damn it.
Dang it. Yeah, it's your boys too, Cancelleri and Mickles. What would it be if the vacation wasn't as long as a vacation?
Send me back to
Unlucky.
Italy.
Send me back to
Send me
Italy.
Is Inter hiring?
So would you recommend Italy now that you went? Would you be like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I would recommend that even though it's a long trip, even though it's probably expensive, that's still worthwhile to go to Italy.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Why so?
Yeah. I mean, it's just so much history and food, and it's like the entire country is like tourism. So anywhere you go, you're gonna get like great service and stuff. So it's beautiful. Uh, yeah. I mean, it was great. I mean, I wouldn't like after going to Venice. I don't necessarily think I'll go back to Venice. But I don't know, yeah. I mean, I'd probably go back to the Tuscany region or the Amalfi region. We didn't get to go there, but I'd like to go there. Yeah.
Well, considering you spent a month there, sure. I would assume you enjoyed it.
Hope so.
You lost your job over it.
Thankfully, or unfortunately, the one that mattered.
That's funny. Well, I should save it there, boys.
Yeah.
I can't save. Oh,
Oh, that's right.
well, guys, hopefully get one more win by the end of the season.
I think so.
Big ask. Big ask.
5 more points, Bear. 5 more points. What's like a bottom there? Yeah, Middlesbrough's fallen down here pretty good too. I mean, they have a minus 33 goal difference. They are rough.
I have the most of the negative goal difference at negative 16. There isn't another negative one.
That's as high as you are. You're the best of the worst, basically.
Oh, Aston Villa's down there with negative 13, actually. All right, my bad.
Oh, I have one less win than you. What's Aston Villa's?
Big jump, negative 13 to positive 2. Big jump. Oh, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Next time we play, I have Juventus on Wednesday in the second leg of the Champions League, and then Saturday is MKD, the American Classic.
I'm gonna make sure I save that into the shared file right now.
Oh yeah, good idea.
I don't really know which one it is, but I think it's this one. Yeah. It should be in there now. If you don't have it, let me know. I may have saved the wrong one.
Let me see. I can check real quick. Copy that over. And then try to load it. And let's see where we're at. And oh goodness. No, for some reason I loaded up. I loaded the wrong one, but I loaded up last season.
Ooh.
Let me see. That was April of last year. Let me try the other one here. Yeah, I don't know. Do you see it, Bear, or no?
What's the file called that you're loading?
It says Sean Bear, or no, it says Bumley.
Okay, try again.
Or Sean Bear Bumley online.
Oh yeah, that's the one I just saved it to.
Let me see.
Are you telling me Denver lost to the Jets?
Let me try. Download it
Russell
again.
Wilson fumbled to lose the game. Oh,
That's right, Bear. That's right.
that's right. Broncos country. That's right.
Let me try
Is
that
Sean
one.
Payton a good coach?
What are your thoughts, Bill? What are your thoughts? Where's Sean Payton at right now for you?
Well, I think he's pretty bad at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know though. He's always been like an offensive guy.
Right. With Drew Brees.
That's been his thing. And their defense is their problem. Like their offense isn't great, but their defense is their problem. But it's been a real bad look for Belichick and Peyton.
Yeah.
Breeze's and Brady's coaches because we always thought like, all right, who is it? Is it a quarterback or is it a coach, right? And here's two pretty clear examples.
It's the quarterback.
It's the quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was a discussion before, and it is not a discussion for me anymore. I'm always gonna think about like it's that guy first.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too. I mean, should have known, right? Because we've seen. Okay, we saw Peyton leave.
Yep.
The Colts go to Denver, and he was still able to win a Super Bowl. We saw, dude, just completely spaced me. Wow. Oh, Stafford. He leaves Detroit, goes to a new team, and then all of a sudden he's able to get it done. So it's like players aren't completely connected and dependent on their coach.
Yeah. I think they can make them better and make them worse.
Right.
But as far as like being the end all be all,
Yeah, I just feel like if you just get Patrick Mahomes on any of the 32 teams, I don't care who his coach is, he's going to be pretty impactful.
Yeah.
Same with Josh Allen.
Yep. Same with CJ Stroud. Yeah, for some reason it's not working for me. I can't. I'm still getting the one. Now I'm getting the one from last time we played on Sean's.
Let me try again. Let me open Drive. Oh, wait, it's now uploading.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Maybe it'll work now.
just edit it now. Let me down that one.
It still shows me y'all have access to it.
Yeah, I'm downloading it right now. That one you just
Okay.
did. So it should be. It looks like it's a different megabyte too. Because yeah, in general, the megabyte should go up at least a little bit. Because obviously there's more data in there. But yeah, I'll just double check just to make sure. But yeah, I think this one will work there. Let's see there. Yep, that is correct. We are all good to go there.
Very
Cool.
Very nice, very nice. Well, GG's
awesome.
boys.
Well,
See
yeah,
y'all
GG's
on
guys.
Thursday.
Thursday Night Football.
Thursday Night Football.
Thursday night.
All right, later, guys.
GG.
Good night, guys.